wake up, your life is slipping away. Most people sleepwalk through life, stuck in the same routines, the same habits, the same toxic cycles they helped create. They tell themselves lies to feel better about where they are. It's not that bad. I'll change when I'm ready. But deep down, they know the truth. They are wasting time. And time, it doesn't wait. You don't get a redo. You don't get a pause button. Every second you spend making excuses is a second you'll never get back. And if you don't wake up now, if you don't make the decision to take control of your life, you'll blink and years will be gone. This isn't a motivational speech. It's a wake-up call. I've been there. I've made the same excuses. I've lived in the same fog of self-doubt, laziness, and fear. But one day, I had to face reality. No one was coming to save me. No magic moment was going to change my life. I had to do it myself. And so do you. So the question is, how much longer are you going to wait? How much more time will you waste feeling sorry for yourself, staying stuck, pretending you don't care? Because one day you will care. One day it will be too late. And if you don't take action now, that regret will haunt you forever.
For some reason, life has thrown me into almost every situation imaginable. So when I speak, I don't sugarcoat anything. I don't soften the truth. I don't come from a place of comfort. I've been through the fire. Maybe you're content with where you are. Maybe you don't care about being better. Maybe you've accepted mediocrity. And if that's the life you want, if waking up every day feeling stuck, feeling unhealthy, feeling like you can't even take care of yourself properly is okay with you, then there's nothing I can say. I won't argue with you. That's your choice. But let's be real, most people aren't okay with it. They're haunted by the life they refuse to change. Yet, for some reason, they keep watching the same horror film on repeat. They live in their own nightmare because deep down, they've convinced themselves they can't escape. I was once like that. But I got tired of the horror show, so I changed it. See, when you let yourself go and you stop pushing, when you accept the easy way out, your willpower shrinks. And once it's small enough, it feels like you don't have any at all. And here's the hard truth. No one can give it to you. You have to wake it up. That fire, that rage against mediocrity, that hunger for more right has to come from inside you. No hack, no shortcut, no external motivation will save you. You have to decide. Maybe reading a David Goggins book will shake you. Maybe seeing someone else's journey will spark something in you. But at the end of the day, the only person who can flip that switch is you.
But if you don't have a little flame, you know, just barely, you're done. I can't light it for you. You have to explore, examine the insides of yourself. And what do you really want out of life?
It's easy to get lost in the fog of life. Pain hunts us all. Tragedy lingers longer than it should if you let it. Because suffering comes with an escape hatch, excuses. It gives people a reason to stay stuck, to justify their laziness, their weakness. The longer they cling to the past, the harder it is to reclaim their future.
Some stay trapped in their pain, waiting for an apology that will never come, waiting for the world to acknowledge their suffering, waiting for some external force to fix what's broken inside them. Others convince themselves they're owed something, that simply surviving hell means they deserve success. But here's the hard truth. Life doesn't owe you a damn thing.
The clock is ticking. Opportunities have expiration dates. And if you waste too much time drowning in your past, your future will rot before you ever touch it.
People who stay stuck, who repeat the same sad story over and over, remind me of a skydiver too focused on a tangled parachute. They panic, wasting precious time trying to fix something that isn't working, ignoring the fact that there's a backup chute ready to go. But by the time they finally cut the first one loose and reach for the second, it's too late.
And the worst part, fear is what keeps them from pulling that second cord. Because if that fails too, then what? Then they're truly out of options. So they cling to what's broken, too afraid to embrace what's next.
I was that skydiver for way too long. I had my excuses lined up: violent father, broken mother, bullied, misunderstood, check, check, and check. But guess what? I was still alive. I wasn't bleeding. I wasn't dying. I was just stuck. And that was on me.
It took me too long to realize that I didn't need an apology to move on. I didn't need closure. I didn't need anyone to acknowledge my pain. I needed to take my power back. My father, he wasn't a monster, just a broken man trapped in his own cycle of suffering. And I had a choice: stay cursed or break free. Like medics at a crash scene, we have to act with urgency. We don't get infinite chances. The opportunities we waste today may not be there tomorrow. And while most people wait for the storm to pass, the successful ones, they move through it.
I get it. The weight of pain, of failure, of exhaustion makes quitting feel like the only option. But the second you let the words "I'm only human" slip from your mouth, the fight is over. You surrender. Your mind stops searching for another way. I didn't know how to escape my darkness, but I knew one thing: I wasn't going to quit. And neither can you, because in our corner, there is no white towel. There is only water and a cut man. So get up, stop replaying your old story, flip the script, cut the dead weight, pull the damn cord, because the life you want, it's waiting, but it won't wait forever.